And hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode number 54, I believe, of the CheckX series. If you're new here, as I say every day, I'm your host, Ivan, and the CheckX series is pretty much all about me talking about everything that Elon talks about on X. And today we're going to talk about what he talked about on yesterday, what he discussed yesterday on Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. And, he posted quite a bit today, about 83 times, I think was the number, and a decent amount of those were on politics, and obviously more stuff on the Ryanair scandal. And to start off this episode, not to keep this intro too long, starting off with Tesla and manufacturing. To start off the episode, Elon noted that production of Tesla Cybercab is scheduled to begin in less than 100 days, utilizing a revolutionary unboxed manufacturing process. And in terms of production ramp, Elon cautioned that while the initial production rate will be agonizingly slow due to many new parts, it will eventually flow an S-curve to become insanely fast. And in terms of Optimus, before we move on to artificial intelligence and XAI, Elon continues to reference Optimus, noting its production will ramp will mirror the Cybercabs due to its complexity. And obviously, like I said, moving on to artificial intelligence and XAI in general, Elon stated that XAI is playing to win and recently installed 600 Tesla Megapacks valued at 585 million, by the way. USD at the Colossus 2 data center to power what is described as the world's most powerful supercomputer. In terms of AI progress and predictions, Elon agreed with predictions of reaching AGI by 2029 and singularity in the 2040s. Elon noted that progress is happening even faster than he expected, and also while the marginal costs of intelligence will trend downward, Elon argues it will never reach zero. It will never reach zero, as it will always be measured in joules. And also, Elon believes programming AI with truth, curiosity, and beauty is essential to keep it sane and foster humanity. And before moving on to SpaceX and orbital data centers, Elon reposted content suggesting the era of humans writing code is over, as AI is becoming its own best tool. He also noted that X's algorithm has transitioned to being written in Rust and Python. And obviously, moving on to SpaceX, Elon believes that SpaceX has cracked the code on building orbiting data centers to power AI, which could avoid the political and efficiency issues of Earthbound centers. And obviously, addressing concerns about orbital debris, Elon argued that the vastness of space makes Kessler syndrome unlikely at certain altitudes, and that atmospheric drag can naturally clean up low orbits. And also in terms of hardware efficiency, Elon suggested that AI satellites could reach 100 kilowatts per ton if GPUs are designed to operate at higher temperatures, such as 370 Kelvin. And moving on to politics and election integrity. Now moving into the politics section of this video, and then we'll move on to crime, immigration, and public safety. Starting off with election laws, he had expressed strong support for the SAVE Act, which we've talked about so many episodes before. If you haven't watched that, I recommend. Which would require proof of citizenship for federal voter registration. And Elon also reposted calls for photo ID, paper ballots, and the banning of ranked choice voting. And Elon also agreed with the sentiment that the tech industry has flipped from being majority Democrat aligned to 70% social liberal moderates partnered with Republicans due to woke ideologies. And Elon also voiced support for Trump's policy, specifically regarding energy manufacturing and the return of mental institutions for the violent or at-risk homeless. And then moving on to crime, immigration, and public safety. In terms of ICE and deportations, Elon reposted content supporting immigration and customs enforcement, ICE obviously, highlighting the need to deport violent illegal aliens, obviously, obviously, such as those connected to gangs like MS-13. And also, Elon commented on reports of massive fraud in Minnesota. Allegedly, 19 billion is the number now, and the rise of violent hunting parties targeting conservatives in the streets. And also, Elon criticized the legal system in Washington, D.C. as irrevocably broken, citing discrepancies, in how juries handle J6 defendants versus other criminals. And moving on to social issues and woke ideology. In terms of DEI and racial bias, to start off this segment, Elon criticized Yale Medical School and other institutions for what he perceives as anti-white hate and the promotion of trivial thinking. And in terms of AI bias, Elon reposted Jordan Peterson's critique of AI models like ChatGPT, which are allegedly trained on woke stupidity, and warned loved ones against using it. And also in terms of media and entertainment, Elon reacted negatively to news of a lesbian couple in Star Trek with a Gron, and dismissed Ben Affleck's claim that AI cannot make art. And also in terms of business conflicts and economy, talking about the Ryanair flu before we wrap up this episode, Elon engaged in a public spat with Ryanair CEO Michael O'Leary, calling him an insufferable special needs chimp, and quote, by the way, and entertaining the idea of buying the airline to remove him. And Elon also challenged the view of the economy as a managed cornucopia, stating that goods and services do not simply appear and must be produced. And before we wrap up the episode, Elon reiterated his, last but not least, Elon reiterated his vision for X to function as a collective consciousness or a global town square where people can communicate freely. And ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this episode number 54. I hope. Excuse me if I got that wrong, of the CheckX series. If you guys made it all the way to the end and you're watching this right now, thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you guys. And if you guys do get it, if I can take a little bit more of your time, drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you can. And if you guys have even more time, I recommend going back and watching the other CheckX episodes just for a sequence of events. But again, if you guys made it all the way to the end, and even if you didn't, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.